each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He finds Roberts complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Carr going to throw.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. On first, here's Washington. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Carr to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them. to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Here's Petty. And bulldozing his way through. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Petty now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Gone! Detroit!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
On any pass that's in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Leopard!
Here's a run with Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First down, the run with Lynch. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Express, 637.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Garden.
Hurry, get set, brother.
They'll run again with Lynch. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep here for Parker. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. No, check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone.
They'll set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Leopard! Leopard! Get that quarterback!
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Drops it underneath to Gore. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Gone!
Now back to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Gone!
They'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Here we go! Boom,
they'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Parker, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll drop the throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going.
Right, now, look at 50
But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Lynch, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Patty. Looking deep now for Amendola. This is intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Washington. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And an alley to run. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
29.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here we go now.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Petty now. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers. And somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Take Carradine in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Ratley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6:37.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. Gore hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Hey, check. 3 down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this is Cook for the grab. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Carr now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll dump it off, complete to Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jordan Phillips coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On 2nd down, Lynch. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The tackle that time by William Hayes. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
6:37.
Carr to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted.